Hi, my name's Larry Hawthorne, and I am not Jim Pankey. Um, Few similarities, probably due to COVID and everything else. I'm in Hawaii. He's somewhere else, but anyway, he's a good banjo picker, and I've even got a couple of tips from him on occasion myself on YouTube. I'm going to try to help you out with a song called Foggy Mountain Breakdown. Now, let me just say a couple things about it. I learned how to play this song about 50 years ago. And then it became very popular in the movie Bonnie and Clyde. And unfortunately, I think it became too popular because in its time, it became to bluegrass what probably wagon wheel is today. Nobody wants to hear wagon wheel again if you're in a bluegrass jam. And now, over time, you can play Foggy Mountain Breakdown. It's not a problem. It's not overplayed the way it was. I used to call it the tie a yellow ribbon version for bluegrass. But it's coming back, and a lot of people want to play it. It's a great song, and it hasn't been overplayed lately. So if you want to learn it, it's not too hard to learn. I'm going to see if I can help you with that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it at speed, not too fast, because I don't play that fast. I may have played a little bit faster when I was younger, but I play it at a speed that is still reasonable, but not try to overdo it on the speed. So I'll play it at speed, and then I'll go back and play it slowly as I can, and still keep the syncopation, because you'll lose a little bit of that when you try to play too slow. And sometimes when you're trying to learn it, if it's too slow, it's easier to just have it at a speed where you can see where your fingers are going, and you can kind of figure it out on your own if just given that chance. And that's what I want to try to do to you, or for you. So now, and then after that, I'm going to go over a couple of areas on it, up and down the neck, where I think that maybe I can give you a couple of tips that'll help you out the way it helped me, because it took me a while to learn some certain things, where to play the same note but in a different area, and where it'll put you in a position to find the next note more quickly and more easily. So I'll try to tell you that, and that'll be it. And then you just go off on your own, and you're going to figure this thing out, and you're going to find out it's a lot easier, certainly, than it looks. Okay, let's get going. give you a few tips here, some things to look for. For example, down here in the E minor, now there's a couple of pull-offs there. It'll give you the sound you're looking for. If it doesn't sound quite right and you wonder why, it's probably because of these pull-offs. Now it's you hear that? Okay, those are pull-offs, and they give it that. Anyway, it's important that you do it. Practice these. You can use either one of these two fingers here. And that'll give you the sound you're looking for, but those are pull-offs. Practice those and just incorporate it in that. Now, one other thing. I used to get sloppy, and I wondered why, but what happened was I figured out that I would take my hand off and then come back. Better to leave this finger on. There's two notes here. Leave that bottom finger on, and then you'll be in a good position to do the pull-offs and everything else you need to do. Just kind of keep it there, because it gives you that platform that you need, and you don't go off straying somewhere and then get sloppy with it the way I was doing. Okay, so that's down there. Now up here, I wanted to show you this. I do it this way. There's the E minor up here, right? And then I go from here, which is the, so what do we got here? We got the 10th and 12th, right? The 10th and 12th frets, okay? So, why I think it's important that I point this out is you can do this a couple of ways. You can do it. Or you can do, you hear that? It's the same note. This note, same note. But if I do it this way, then I'm right in the position to just go to D. See? Or if I do it this way, I gotta come up here to D. I can do that, but I just find it easier to be where I want to be to begin with, just by using that note here instead of that note here. So I'm going to suggest that you do that. Rather than you see the difference? Okay, so that's a tip that I wanted to point out. Now, when you go up here, okay, those are both G's, by the way. That's the whole chord up here. G. This is the chord that's still G. So playing G all the way up and down. It's easy, just work on it. And then one thing down here I want to talk about is when you do the bluesy note here, just work on that over and over till you get the right syncopation, and it's just squeeze that note instead of, okay, The second go round, when you do it, it's instead of just okay, so there are some tips, there are some examples, the fast, the slow. I think if you go through it and you know the melody already, you know the song, and I think you can learn it. I know I did, doing it the same way that I'm talking about you doing it as well. I never took a lesson in my life. I just used examples where I could slow it down and figure it out. And that's all it takes, just figure it out. So, good banjo playing for you, and if this helped you in any way, please give me a like and look at some of my other content in my channel having to do with some original songs, and let me know what you think about those. And if you have any comments or any questions about this video and some others that I'll be putting up later, then just be sure to ask. I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, good luck, great banjo picking, and thanks for watching. Bye.